guys, welcome back. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. The air conditioning in my apartment just completely went out in this heat, and I've been waiting for them to come and fix it, and it's almost impossible to film in here. But anyways, so before I get started with this video, I just want to let you guys know that I did hit 1K subscribers as of last weekend, so I will be doing that giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. That way you guys can be informed when I release the video, letting you know what all the prizes are for first and second place, and also how you can enter to win those prizes. Keep your eyes out for that. I'll be announcing it probably the next week or so. That way you guys can enter. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notifications button below. That way you guys can be notified when I upload new videos. I have a lot of new collaborations coming up, so be checking out for that. I'm so excited, as well as also when I announce, you know, all the different prizes that are going to be in the 1K giveaway. I'm going to also do some channel announcements because I have a lot of amazing projects that I'm working on right now, as well as, I don't know if some of you guys got a chance to click on that Keys music video where I'm singing in it, so check it out. I'll link it above here. That way you guys can see that after this video. So without further ado, I'm going to be doing a review of the 4X Rejuvenate Experience Kit by Minimal, as well as just explaining, you know, kind of my experience with dry brushing and does it work. I feel like that's the main thing that people really want to know. So what I did when I got this kit is I decided to just kind of take 10 days or so and just try dry brushing and just see what it did for me, what were my results, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start by actually doing that first, and then I'll get into the actual specific product review of this kit. So one of the things that I wanted when I got this kit is it going to help with cellulite? Is it going to help with skin softness? And also circulation. For me, I have very, very poor circulation. My fingers a lot of times get kind of tingly, same with my toes. I'll just be sitting down and, you know, my hand or my feet are numb. So I was really looking to increase my circulation, especially around the time when I go to sleep, as well as, you know, just deal with those kind of problem areas near my like lower hip and high thigh area, as well as something to kind of add to my arsenal to kind of soften my skin, along with my, you know, face scrubs, skin scrubs, all that kind of good stuff. In days 1 to 3, like my first 3 days or so of starting dry brushing, I immediately noticed that in certain parts of my area, it's definitely more sensitive to brush than others. Like the inner thigh area and like underneath your arm area, like here, and in the softer areas, you definitely have to brush a lot softer, because it can be kind of painful if you're going with the same pressure that you use on other parts of your bodies, like your shins or your kneecaps or your elbows and that sort of thing, or even your back area. That's not like a super sensitive area. In those first 3 days, I didn't see a difference, except for the fact that I noticed that my body felt kind of like tingly afterwards and more relaxed. So it's almost like the dry brush is giving you a massage like while you're using it. So I mean, that's kind of cool. I liked that, but other than that, in the first 3 days, I didn't notice any difference. Now, fast forward to, you know, 4 to 6 days. By that point, I was able to get the routine down. So I know some of you guys have seen those videos where they actually show you how to do dry brushing. You kind of start from your feet, and you do like the tops of your feet, underneath of your feet, and you like kind of alternate sides. It's kind of a long process, I feel like. I mean, it's not extremely long, but when you're not used to doing it, trying to get into the rhythm of alternating and doing the circular motion, it just kind of feels like a lot. So I felt like between those 4 and 6 days that I really got the routine down, like kind of packed. I was like, okay, you know, we're in it to win it. We know what we're doing. And I didn't really notice any difference in the amount of pressure that I was using in the brush. I still had to use the same amount of softness on, you know, the softer parts of my body, and, you know, kind of go more rough on areas like my feet and kneecaps and stuff like that. Again, with those 4 to 6 days, still didn't really notice the difference, but I noticed that, you know, my circulation had, you know, kind of increased when I went to bed because I was sleeping better. I could feel, you know, the blood actually going to my fingers and my feet and everything, which was, you know, nice. Again, it's kind of like a little mini massage. Then let's fast forward to the 7 to kind of 10 days, like those last few days of me doing it. My skin felt softer to the touch, but I couldn't really notice like a visual difference. Women that have been doing it for a long time have said, oh, my skin looks, you know, more glowing and more dewy, and, you know, they could actually visually see the difference in their skin. For me, I just felt like it was softer, but I didn't really see a difference in those 10 days. And I mean, now that I had the routine down packed, I felt like it kind of became tedious. It was just kind of like, I just kind of like want to get this over with before, you know, I go to bed. You know, I don't want to sit here and spend this 10 minutes going like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So it's definitely not something that you can really like rush through. It's definitely something where you have to set aside time in your day and be like, okay, this is the time of day when I'm going to do dry brushing, and kind of have to add it to like a ritual or a routine that you do. So it's like, you know, if you're in the bathroom and you're washing your face and you're doing your whole like 3 or 4 step skincare routine, and maybe you're painting your nails or something, and then you kind of add the dry brushing to that. It's not something that's really, really quick, like, okay, let me just throw on lotion. It's not like that at all. It definitely takes time, and there's kind of like a rhythm that you go with it. So I felt like in that sense, it didn't really fit into my schedule all of that much. So that was kind of frustrating because I really wanted to love it, and I really wanted to just be able to jump in and just be able to do it and add it to my life. But I felt like after a while, it just became, you know, very tedious to do. This was kind of a little disheartening, but I didn't really notice any difference in my, you know, cellulite or problem areas or anything like that. So I'm just assuming that that means that maybe you don't really see a difference in that area until after weeks or months of you regularly using it. Some people have said that they've seen results. Other people have said that they haven't seen any sort of results. So, I mean, that being said, I guess it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something to kind of help with circulation and that sort of thing, and just something like a nice little massage for your body, then I guess this would be great. And I mean, it does help to soften your skin, but I mean, personally for me, I felt like there wasn't too much of a difference for me to want to do this every single day. So now I'm going to jump into the actual review of this product by Minimal. This is their 4X Rejuvenate Experience Kit. So this kit I actually got off of Amazon, and it has all these different pieces to you. I'll show you each one. So, I mean, first thing that I would say with this kit is that, you know, the box, the packaging and everything is really, really pretty. It's very modern and very sleek, and it just looks very, very high-end the way they packaged it. It's not just like in some cheap like little plastic bag. It actually comes in a very, very nice box, which definitely makes it easy to store when you're done with your dry brushing. You just kind of put it in here, and I leave it on my dresser. And so when you open it, you get this back scrubber, you get a konjac sponge for your face, you get an actual dry face brush, as well as the body dry brush. So it's cool because it actually has a handle here that you can slip your hand in and just kind of like buff this way. Or for the harder to reach areas, you know, your back, or sometimes even the back of your legs, you have this handle here. And this just kind of slides on and locks into place. So this kind of like makes it easy to like get to areas that you can't really reach. One of the first things that I pulled out of the box was this face brush, and at first I feel like when I ordered it, I was really, really excited about this. I loved the size, and I just thought, oh, that's kind of cool. You can kind of dry brush your face, but then feeling the actual bristles, the bristles are hard. Like, they're pretty rough, and the second I put it on my skin just wasn't really excited about this. Especially for me, like I have like small little breakouts here and there. So for me, using this on my face is just way, way too harsh. I feel like if you have dry skin, or if you have maybe normal skin, that doing this, you know, maybe once a week or something like that would definitely be good for you to kind of like flake away some of that dead skin and kind of help smooth out your skin. But for me, it was just, it was too rough. I have too many little things going on in my face to be using this. Next was the konjac sponge. Okay, so when I first saw this in the bag, or when I first saw this in the box, I was not excited about this whatsoever. I kind of looked at it and was like, okay, it kind of looks like a piece of coal, and I don't know if I feel comfortable rubbing this on my face. So I was kind of like looking online of like, okay, how do I even use this? And it kept saying like, oh, if you wet it, it's gonna soften up, and I just didn't really believe it. And the second I got in the shower and put it in, I was so shocked. This thing expands, it's not hard, it actually kind of feels like wet ramen. It's very, very kind of like, almost like a jello-like texture with a little bit of kind of grain and stuff to it. So my face actually really loved this. I loved this. I loved using it. I feel like it worked really great with my gel cleansers. It worked really well with like more of like my light foaming cleansers. The only thing I wouldn't really use this with is if you have like an oil kind of cleanser, like if you're taking off your makeup and you know, that sort of thing. Very, very heavy oil cleansers. I really wouldn't use this because this is very, very porous when it's wet and it expands. And so I just kind of feel like if you were to use oil, it would just kind of get trapped and it would just be a mess. The only downside that I would say to this is I remember when I went to my my dermatologist, and she was just like, okay, just be very, very careful with these because, you know, how do you clean it? Like, can you clean it with regular soap? Do you have to hang dry it? And I mean, this does dry when you just leave it to hang in the shower, but you have to literally make sure that you don't put it down on a hard surface because the bottom of it is going to stay wet. And I don't know if that could harbor bacteria, so she was just saying to be very, very careful of that. So that being said, you know, I really, really liked this. I would definitely use this when I travel. I feel like this sponge is really, really good for, you know, pretty much all skin types. I really liked this. Next was this back scrubber. That way you can kind of like you know, scrub and get those hard to reach places. I feel like this was kind of a hit or miss for me. I loved, you know, the fact that it came with the back scrubber. I love this sort of kind of scrub spongy material that it kind of came with. I don't know, I really liked this part of it, but they have this very, very soft kind of like terry cloth material, and I just feel like that's not really great for, you know, regular shower use. Like if I'm gonna be using this every single day on my back, I really want this to be some kind of material that's not super, super porous and that's maybe a little bit more sturdy. This I feel like is very, very soft. It feels very spa-like, but I just don't feel like it's very practical. So that being said, I really loved having a back scrubber in here, but I don't know how practical this material actually is. It actually dries quicker than I thought it would. I kind of left it overnight and by morning time it was dry. But I don't know, terry cloth, just regularly sitting in the shower, kind of like a towel, that kind of makes me a little, I don't know, I feel weird about that. And then last but not least is, you know, the actual dry brush itself. I really, really liked this brush. It's not too firm and it's not too soft. It's very, very high quality. I love how it kind of has this like almost canvas strap. It's just really, really easy to use. It's really, really good quality. The wood that they used is really, really high quality. The only thing I wish is that this kind of has like a slip track to be able to latch this in. So I mean, that's cool and it works, but there was a few times where I was like kind of trying to do the circular motion on my back where this actually like came apart. So just be careful of that. For the most part, I feel like I would probably give this product like maybe a 3 out of 5. I felt like everything was really, really pretty and really, really great quality, but as far as me being able to incorporate it into kind of like my everyday routine, I don't know if I would. Probably this and maybe the konjac sponge if I can kind of figure out how to clean it. But I mean, if you're really into dry brushing and you love, you know, the whole idea of having like a small brush and a large brush and like all this stuff, and you've been actually doing dry brushing and have been able to see, you know, results and a difference in your skin and your body, then I would definitely say that this would probably be a great kit. I think this was maybe $29 with a coupon. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a coupon code and link it below in the description box, so check for that. And you guys can get this on Amazon, so if you have Amazon Prime, then your shipping on this is free and you don't have to pay, you know, for it. So that's good also. I love the fact that they sell on Amazon. It makes it easy to, you know, get things, be able to not have to pay for shipping. So really take advantage of that if you're somebody who loves dry brushing and you're looking for kind of a new kit to try out to see, you know, what you like or something like that. So if you guys have tried dry brushing and had a great experience or a bad experience, you know, put that in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you guys think about this kit, or if you've actually tried this kit. I'll put a link to it in the description box so you guys can go and check it out on Amazon and, you know, look at more reviews and look at pictures of it and all that kind of stuff. So don't forget, subscribe to the channel because I will be doing that 1K giveaway soon, and make sure you're also subscribed because there's lots of new collaborations and cool videos that are going to be coming up soon. And don't forget to check out the description box. I'll have links to some of the other cool projects and stuff that I'm doing and working on, so go over there and support and like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.